Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's good for a Jet.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
And you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
From the 41, Carr, reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And his pass incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Henry runs. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The 33-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They run. It's Gore. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, it's Gore. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. Corey Littleton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Gain of 23 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs.
Carr's pass.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
Las Vegas.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Complete to Zay.
From 3 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard
And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's got his man on the crossing route. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First and 10 at the 26.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Another try on second down for Gore. Now he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Frank Gore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And his kick is good. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
At the 29-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
To kick off for the Raiders.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10. At their own 23.
And New York set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Darnold now to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Throwing again on second and 10. Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jet passing game, it got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Darnold.
Running their plays over and over during the week and often get rolled.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold going deep now for Herndon. That's caught inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
The 19-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it
on 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
Corey Littleton on the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
No gain on the
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 18.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Aguilar has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Carr. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Carr to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Carlson on for the PAT. And they have got the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Ballantyne to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even